gotta ask, how good is Shedeur Sanders? I'm asking, how good is he? So for today's topic, we have Shedeur Sanders, right? Deion Sanders' son. QB1 for the Colorado Buffs, right? Now, Shedeur is good. Let's go 24. Let's go to Wikipedia first, right? So Shedeur Sanders, quarterback, Colorado Buffs. He began his career at Jackson State because his dad, Deion, was the head coach there. Originally from there, before that happened, he was committed to FAU. And I believe he was a 4-star. We'll get to that though. So he's born in Texas. He went to Trinity Christian High School in Cedar Hill, Texas, where again, his dad was his coach. He was the offensive coordinator. As a senior, he completed 251 of 366 pass attempts for over 3,700 yards and 43 touchdowns. Like I said, he was a 4-star. Like I said, he originally committed to FAU before he flipped to Jackson State because of his dad. Right? So they got him at 6'2", 215. He looks taller than that, but whatever. So, Jackson State. If I was him, it's like, it was hard not to go to Jackson State because your pop there, your pop trying to build something, and you gonna say, nah, dad, I don't wanna go to your school. I wanna go to FAU. No, you're gonna play for your dad. And it worked out. So he enrolled at Jackson State in 2021. He was ineligible to play in the spring of 21, which actually got delayed because of COVID. So heading into the fall, he was named the starting quarterback, and he had a good freshman year. Over 3,200 yards, 30 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. He was the SWAC freshman of the year, good. He was second team all conference. Who was first team all conference that year? Somebody fact check that. If this guy's a freshman, threw for over 3,200 yards and 30 touchdowns to 8 interceptions, you name me the first all-conference quarterback, right? He won the Jerry Rice Award, most outstanding freshman in NCAA Division I football. In the FCS level though. And he was the first player to be at an HBCU to win an award. So, he was a baller. He wasn't a 4-star because of his name. He was a 4-star because of his talent. Now, entering his sophomore year, it says he completed 29 of 33 passes for 323 yards and 5 touchdowns in their season opener. And they smoked Florida A&M 59 of 3. He completed 70% of his passes that year, over 3,700 yards, 40 touchdowns, and only 6 interceptions as a sophomore. He won a SWAC Offensive Player of the Year award. And he was also awarded the nation's top HBCU player award. So his freshman year was good. His sophomore year was even better. All right, he went from 3,200 yards to 3,700 yards. He went from 30 touchdowns to 40 touchdowns. He went from throwing 8 interceptions to only 6 interceptions. So he was a baller. He was doing this thing at Jackson State. Was the competition as good? Listen, if you go out there and play a bunch of 8-year-olds, you better drop 40. Then they're gonna be like, oh, you dropped 40 against 8-year-olds. No, you dropped 40. He went to HBCU, you better ball out. And that's what he did. So after that sophomore year, obviously his dad got the job at Colorado based off of his play. It's called spade to spade. He got his dad that job at Colorado. And you know, him being who Deion is, obviously helped the cause, but like his son was helping them win at Jackson State. Before they got there, Jackson State was not good at football. Last time they were good at football was when Walter Payton was the running back. Let's be honest, right? So, entered the transfer portal, and he followed his dad to Colorado. He saw the vision through. Like, yo, I got all these D1 offers. I'm not gonna go. I'm gonna go to this HBCU to be with my pop, and we're gonna ball out for 2 years, and we gonna go live big, and that's what they're doing now. They're at Colorado, and as soon as his dad stepped in the building, first meeting, I got my quarterback. Get your bags packed. All the quarterbacks in here, if you want to be a backup, so be it. I got my quarterback, right? So his first year at Colorado, decent stats. Some people say that he was scared to let it loose because he wanted to throw too many interceptions and mess up his stats. I watched pretty much every game, and he was letting the thing fly. Sometimes he did throw a couple more checkdowns instead of being aggressive, but if the guy wasn't open, why would you force it? Right, so Colorado, he played in 11 games. They were 4-7, which is crazy because I think they started 4-0, so they lost like 7 straight. He threw for over 3,200 yards, 27 touchdowns, only 3 interceptions. But he was sacked like 113 times, right? So his first year playing big boy football was similar to his freshman year stats at Jackson State, right? Now, obviously, going into his personal life, we know his pop is Deion. He has an older brother, Shiloh, who's like a 7th year senior at Colorado. He initially went to South Carolina, then he went to Jackson State. Now he's at Colorado. He's a senior this year. He has an older brother, Deion Sanders Jr., the All-American. The bloodline is there. All right, so let's go to 24/7 Sports. That was Wikipedia. Let's go to his high school recruiting. So, 24/7 Sports only had him as a 3-star. They had him as a 37th overall quarterback and number 75 out of Texas. Wow. That's crazy. So he wasn't highly spoken of according to 24/7 Sports. And let's look at his offers in high school. He had a bunch of offers. Some of the top offers you see. They say he had an Alabama offer. Now, for those of you who don't know, you can have an offer at any school, but sometimes offers aren't committable. I'm not saying that this Alabama offer wasn't committable. I just know how it works. You can have the offer but not be able to commit, right? So some of these biggest offers I see out of high school was Bama, Florida, FAU obviously, Florida State, his dad's school, Georgia Tech, LSU, Michigan, Oregon, South Carolina, that's where his brother went, Tennessee, UCLA, UCF. So he had some big time offers in high school, right? So now he's a baller. You know, let me see. Timeline. Pretty much everything we've been talking about. As a junior in high school, he went 13-1. As a sophomore, he went 14-0. They got him right now. High school. This is his high school evaluation. This is back in 2020. He was projected to go between the 4th and 7th round. And they said he reminded them of Jacoby Brissett of the Colts. Dang. Greg Biggins, he wrote that eval. Hopefully you're doing good out there in these streets because you said he was a day 3 pick in Brissett. Shedeur Sanders is going first round. Comment below your thoughts. I think he's gonna go in between number 4 pick and number 30. Somewhere in that. I don't think he drops outside of 15, but it depends on how he plays this year. So let's look at his NIL deals, because it seems like every time a new vehicle comes out, he has it. He just bought his papa's nice watch. I saw on Instagram, Twitter. So on here, on 3 Sports, they got him at 6'1", 198. They got him college football NIL ranked number 1. They got his followers on here. He has a total of 2.5 million followers, 1.8 on Instagram, 607K on TikTok, 66K on Twitter. His NIL valuation is 4.8 million. All right. And if you look at the NIL based on just Colorado, he's number 1. Travis Hunter is number 2. You got Shiloh. You got the freshman tackle Jordan Seaton. And you got Jimmy Horn Jr. Wow, he's the number 1 player when it comes to NIL evaluation. And then if you look at all college sports, he's number 1. Arch Manning is number 3. Travis is 4. Jalen Milroe for Alabama is 5. They're making money out here. And then the last thing before we wrap up this video, so we pretty much know he's a baller. He did in high school, he did in college. So I'm going to the NFL. Let's just, I know they said Jacoby Brissett back in 2020. Let's see what they think right now in their draft comparison. Let's get an updated draft comparison. July 5th, 2024. Somebody said Geno Smith. And I actually like that. Geno Smith. They're saying top 5 pick. Top five pick and Geno Smith is a great comparison. Yeah, how good is Shedeur Sanders? There you have it. He's really good. Millions of dollars in NIL. Being compared to Geno Smith, who's a journeyman, but he's doing good with the Seahawks. And a projected top 5 pick. And comment below which college or high school athlete you'd like me to review next and see how good they really are. See you guys next time.